Hello and welcome to episode 16 of season 2 of the Mirror Summoning. I am your host, Vazric, and these are my players. Hello, players. Also, Sentinel will not be joining us today, as unfortunately he has some IRL stuff to attend to. I believe he said it's his father's birthday, so happy birthday, Sentinel's dad. I mean, Chaplain Rex's dad. How dare he? How dare he not come and join us?
How do you choose your family over us, your friends?
All right, I'm gonna put something whimsical on for the character introductions, just to kind of allow for a little bit of just to dissipate some of the tension before we go into this horrifying fucking reality that Shade has found himself in. So we're gonna put on a nice little fun, honestly, jovial thing called Long Rest. This is Long Rest by Tabletop Audio.
Oh, I love that.
There we go.
Honest,
all right.
Having the Eldritch Mind invocation, while mechanically only lets me keep helps me keep concentration on spells, I feel like it's really saving my life right now.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and begin character introduction, starting with Emoji, going left to right.
Hello, my name is Christopher. I am a professional dungeon master. I run all sorts of different tabletop games online as my career. It is my thing that I do. I still don't really know how to do this intro, make me sound professional, but I'll get there eventually. Yeah, and I play Emoji. Spoiler alert, I died last time, and it's probably not going to be the only time. And that's
Alrighty, up next is Theo.
Hi, I'm IconVT, a VTuber who's currently on hiatus, but I am back for Vazric's campaign today and also on Sundays. Check that out. I play as Theodric Oswald, a noble who is a monk and newly minted paladin who has almost kind of sort of gotten his vengeance on the man who killed his family. And yeah, he hasn't died yet, but I'm actually kind of surprised that Emoji died before Theo.
With how often Theo goes down, yeah.
Yeah.
It's becoming a meme at this point that Icon's characters just keep going down.
Yes.
It really is.
Play a tank or something. I don't know.
Barbarian is calling to you, Theo.
That's gonna be my next character.
I love barbarians. Alright. I get to beat them up without them dying.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it didn't work well last week, so I mean.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I get to beat them up without them dying as easily. How about that?
Understandable.
Usually, unless they get blasted with psychic damage.
Indeed.
Yeah. Alright, up next is Artemis.
Hello, I am King Weeb IV. I play as the party's war cleric, Artemis Aether. And I also play on Vazric's Sunday game.
Woo! Alright, is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Then last but not least, we shall go to Shade, who has found himself in a horrifying predicament. Hello, Shade.
Hello, everyone.
Also
I'm AGF
AGF
Arsenal, Archdevil VTuber. You can find me over at AGF_Arsenal on Twitch, where I play a variety of different games. Everything from Dungeons and Dragons to shooters and puzzle games and horror games and anything else in between. And I play, I don't know for how much longer, the party's Warlock Sorcerer. Please send help. Oh God, send help. I need a portal quick. Send Doctor Strange.
He'll be fine. It's okay.
Anybody got some
All
chalk
right.
I can use?
Someone teleport me some chalk now. Plane shift it, please. Alright. Well, with character introductions out of the way, we'll go ahead and begin our recap. As last session, the party had traveled to the village of Valorin and continued their battle against Marcus Heights and his horde of monsters. After fighting him for quite a long time. I think it was pretty close to a full minute, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty
Vazarik
close.
Zorg.
Vazarik left wing, Vazarik Vaz dumb, Vazarik Vaz right wing.
Damn. Thank you for the resubscription there, Zorg. And welcome.
Woo! My name.
Yes, but after a long and grueling fight, they brought Marcus onto the ropes of desperation. And with a great and powerful call, he cried out the name of Sharagral. I considered doing the scream again, but I hurt my throat last time. So I'm not going to do it this time. But shouting that out extremely loudly, might I add, to the point where it dealt thunder damage to those who were nearby. And I believe it stunned them as well, right? Or some of them. Something like that. They kept on fighting as Sharagral was coming. The orb that they used for dragon detection proved as much as it began to glow. Brighter and brighter as the fight continued. Eventually, the head of Marcus Heights was cut off with a critical strike by Emoji's Vorpal blade. And yet, he did not die. His body continued to try to flee as the head lay motionless on the ground. Eventually, the body of Marcus Heights was destroyed, and in its place was left a small shard, a piece of the Devourer, a piece of its heart. And so, they collected this piece and fled as Sharagral arrived in the village and burned it to cinders. Afterward, Shade, who had thought that his bargain with the Watcher was complete by now, learned the grim truth. Marcus had survived, thanks to the head that was left behind in the village. It seems that Sharagral did not burn it. It seems that he will regenerate, at least to a degree. They did note that he was fleeing to the north for some reason. But as part of the bargain that Shade had made, didn't mean to rhyme there, with the Watcher, as part of his Warlock Pact, the Watcher demanded that this shard of the Devourer be brought into the Shadowfell and stabbed into the heart of Umbra itself. Umbra is the god of madness and darkness, a horrifying amalgamation of devoured gods who were quite literally shat out by a primeval being known as the Devourer. And with this shard being plunged into the heart, along with a Shadowfell shard to give the god a fighting chance, Umbra was awakened. Immediately, its attention brought to the top of the Black Citadel, an infinite tower that spans through the cosmos. Should not have a top, but they are at its peak nonetheless. I turn your attention now to the map. This circle here, which Shade finds himself near the edge of, is the tower itself. Everything else out here will be basically nothingness. I'm using a free map that was an easy little visual to throw together, but for those purposes, this will be the edge of the tower, okay? This right here is Umbra's amalgamation form, which came together as it began to battle against the apparition that the Watcher had used to manifest here. This right here is the heart. It has the shard of the Devourer and a shard of the Shadowfell within it, stabbed into it by Shade's own hands. And here is the manifestation that the Watcher has chosen to make. An apparition. Not its true form, but an avatar. It is here that we shall pick up as Shade struggles to survive. And it is here that I am going to have you roll initiative, okay, Shade?
Okay.
Yep. I'll just have you roll initiative. Because the portal had closed behind him. We're going to play Escape from Shadow. I feel like that's a appropriate song to play for this. Okay, Shade, you got
That's
a
literally
4.
what he's trying to do, so I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, you got a 4. There we go.
So, does being in a different plane of existence, did that break the protection from evil and good that was on him?
No, it did not.
Okay, so he's still under
The only
effects
thing
of
that would break
protection
that-
from evil and good.
Yep, the only thing that would break that is if he was to, or if the duration was to be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. And I'll just use one of the eyes for this. Ooh. Okay. And then we'll put this as initiative 20 for the layer actions. There we go. Alright. So this battle, as I had described before, was interrupted as Umbra was surrounded in a green flame and began screaming. The Watcher's turn here begins, and you hear its voice fill the air. Not just your mind this time, as you are so used to hearing. As it speaks in a language ancient and foreign even to you, Shade. It seems to be speaking to Umbra, but upon hearing this, your mind threatens to break. Please roll a wisdom saving throw as it speaks to Umbra in this long, forgotten, and forbidden language.
Do I get any kind of advantage from either my cloak or from Eldritch Mind or anything like that? No, Eldritch Mind is just
I will say
From evil and good?
I will say protection from evil and good will protect you from this, as it is a language of aberration origin. Okay. Unfortunately, you will end up taking okay. You take 36 psychic damage.
Ooh.
And let's take a look here. Are you familiar with the madness table?
I am.
Oh no.
Didn't we do this last time?
No, we were talking about it last time, but
That
let's see,
was
where's the
happening.
madness table? There it is, madness effects. Okay, I'm going to need you to roll me a D100.
Oh, you've gone insane. Oh no.
An 81. Okay, let's see here.
Okay, if I remember correctly, I think high is good. Ish. It's none of it's good, but you know, it's good as it can be.
Uh-oh.
I was wrong.
The character suffers from partial amnesia. The character
Well, that is
knows who
not-
he or she is and retains racial traits and class features, but doesn't recognize other people or remember anything that happened before the madness took effect. So, here's what happens here. Shade, you know who you are. At least. You know what you are. You do not know how you got here, but you see some fucking horrifying things here in front of you. And to your back, you see an infinite drop. Because you're suffering from amnesia, you don't remember how you got here either. So this is bad. Here's a few things you would immediately notice. I'll just say this because you have amnesia, so you don't remember. You see a heart in between these two horrifying things with two jagged crystals sticking out of it. One dark green and the other a purple, similar to the energies surrounding you. a few other things you notice is there are a few flying creatures flying around the tower down below when you look down. That is probably one of the most unfortunate ones that you could get right now.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, this is literally worst case scenario aside from dying.
It really is. I said there are a few flying creatures that you see flying around the tower when you look down. You're not quite able to tell what they are, and if you knew at one point, you can't really tell right now because of your amnesia.
Yeah, what fucking table did you roll on?
I rolled on the long-term madness table.
That's on there? You can just get amnesia from that table?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's between 76 and 85, and it's going to last for... can you roll a d10 for me?
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'll have you roll it.
There's three different. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's three different. Bless me. Long or cursed tables. There's like short term, long term, and then like indefinite.
Yeah, so this one's not indefinite.
Indefinite
Indefinite is you get a flaw.
Okay, that's what I thought was gonna happen. That's what I thought you were rolling on for some reason. I don't know
No.
why.
Okay, you got a 6. It will last for 60 hours. Oof. You're gonna have a few days of this. Alright. But with that, the Watcher simply spoke. As Umbra continues this creature here that looks like a mix between man and woman and monster screams, holding its head, and it begins to split down the middle somewhat. These inky black tentacles in between the flesh of its head that has now split open as it continues screaming. Now, let's see, I'm going to roll to see which effect here happens. Realm of Madness. Okay. You hear several thunder cracks as yellow lightning strikes several areas here. It doesn't strike you. The areas that get hit are right here. Here, directly on the Watcher, and right here. It doesn't directly hit you, but I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the shockwave of the blast hits you.
Was it check or save? I'm sorry?
Saving throw, dexterity.
Gotcha. It's not a spell, right?
Nope. It is a magical effect, though.
Let me double check my cloak, if it's just spells or if it's all magic. The hell is my cloak? Who's stolen my cloak?
The Mantle of Magic Resistance?
Yes. Here we go, got it. Advantage on throws against spells. It is just spells, not magic.
Okay, okay. So go ahead and give me that dex save.
11.
Okay. You get knocked off the edge of the tower. And you begin falling into infinity.
This is fine.
Is it?
For now, yeah.
I wanted to see the fight.
You immediately... it is unfortunate. You immediately start to see crazy shit passing by you. As you look through these dense yellow clouds, you begin to see some of them are windows into other worlds. Things that should not be, things that should be, things that seem almost familiar to you. And as your turn begins, I will ask, what do you do?
I think... I don't know. It's literally that meme. You know the guy with the helmet over his head? Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know how I got here. All I know is I must kill. Except
Only this time it's I must live.
I must survive, yeah. I think. Okay, well, he no longer remembers. He knows. Okay, I am Orion. No shade. Orion. I know who I am. Was a pal. No, not a pal. Sorcerer. I'm magic. I know magic. How do I? Boom! Knocked off. Fuck. Seeing all these things, passing. I think he no longer knows the codes to teleport out with teleportation circle. I assume, correct?
You would remember everything related to your spellcasting, at least. So you don't know why you know these, but you would know them.
Okay. Well, I still don't have the chalks for teleportation circle anyway, so you can't do that.
So as I said, you don't lose any of your racial traits or class features, so you would still have access to all of your spellcasting.
Oh, I've also still got the dragon mask on, so it'll pop the wings on that and just fly and just stop falling for a minute.
Okay, can you give me a... You're a sorcerer. We'll base it off of your luck. Can you give me a charisma check?
Now that I can do. That's a 20.
All right. Almost instinctively, wings form from your back, and you intuitively know that it is from the mask that you wear. You're almost surprised by this. And immediately, you are able to fly now. The air here is thick and dense, almost making it difficult to breathe.
It's also, like, difficult to... Oh!
It's also difficult terrain.
I still have my necklace of adaptation.
Oh, perfect. You won't have any issues with breathing then.
I have magically adapted to breathe in this harsh environment.
Perfect. Now, I believe I said that it gives you 60 feet of movement when you bring your wings out as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you got 60 feet to work with. You see that these tears in reality are numerous and many. If you were, and not only that, but they seem to constantly be shifting. You could take the risk to try and go through one, but you have no idea where you're going to end up.
Do I feel any magic coming off of them? Like this, they're obviously magic, but like, are they like these tears so powerful that they're literally radiating magic?
They are indeed.
I think he will start flying upwards, and as he's flying upwards, he's like, okay, I know I have spells, I know I have magic, I don't know what's happening, there's these crazy things fighting up there, I need to find a way to get out of here. I think I know spells, I know how to teleport, I know, and he doesn't have the right material, but is there a way that he could draw in some of the radiated magic into himself and begin the casting of a teleportation circle, despite not having the current chalk, just using the fucking magic that's around him, because this place looks wild.
Give me an Arcana check.
Don't fuck me up now, come on. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, I'm about. No, wait.
Are you going to use your
sorcery
point?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I believe in you.
This is basically Tides of Chaos.
What
No.
the fuck?
Ah, shit. Okay, well. Are you able to do that more than once for the same roll, or no?
I don't believe so. Let me see. I have it already pulled up here. Font of Magic, Magical Guidance. When you reach 5th level, you can tap into your inner wellspring of magic. Try to conjure success from failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20. You must use the new roll, potentially turning a failure into a success. So it's still failed.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's your choice. But I
Yeah,
must
it's
use the
still
new
failed.
roll. So I'm using the
Yeah. Alright, you definitely feel that there is powerful magic as you try to tap into this, but this is nothing that belongs to the weave. No, this belongs to madness itself. These are windows used to look into the material plane and interfere with it from here. And as you try to reach out, You see that one of the windows opens up, and you see a small farmstead. And as you try to tap into this power, immediately a lightning bolt strikes down onto the house. And it is not any natural lightning bolt. This is a dark bolt of energy. And it completely shatters the building. And immediately the image changes to something else.
Beautiful. I'm still... How far have I fallen, basically, since...
You would have immediately fallen about 60 or 500 feet from the tower, but you're falling into infinity, so there is no fall damage that you could possibly take.
Yeah, it's just more so you'll just fall forever and die.
Die of starvation or thirst at some point.
Yeah. So I guess he'll. So that was an action, I assume, to try and draw that in.
By the way, now that you're closer to some of these other creatures, yeah, it was an action. Now that you're closer to some of these other creatures, you notice they're not actually creatures at all. They appear to be more like living shadow creature like entities. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Beings made out of pure darkness, flying about, mimicking some living creatures. You see some shadow crows flying about, some shadowy wyverns, and perhaps most notably, farther down below you, you see several shadow dragons flying around the tower. They don't seem to be noticing you nor looking up at you. In fact, the ones that you're even closer to pay you no mind at all. Which is strange, because such shadow creatures should immediately be seeking out life.
Confused, still not really knowing what that's about. He takes notice of that, like mental note, and I'll do 60 feet straight up and just begin my ascent back up.
Okay. Alright, since you're not there to witness it, I will skip through this. But you hear another clap of thunder, and you feel something is definitely wrong with the area around you. Almost like reality itself here is beginning to crumble apart. You see cracks form in the air, of all things, and then disappear almost as quickly as they appeared. Whatever's going on up there, you probably wouldn't survive if you stayed up there for longer than a few seconds.
Yep.
But your turn eventually comes back around.
Spell mode, spell slots, give me 1 second. Where the hell is it? There it is. I was just reading Sorcerer really quick to see sorcery points. So I got an extra on the level up. Used one already, so I have 1 left. I'm just making sure I properly take care of that.
Okay.
So I've got 1 left. Let's see, what do I have? I think I'm gonna burn a 2nd level spell slot to gain 2 more sorcery points. That brings me up to 3 sorcery points.
Okay.
Just kind of innately knowing how to transmute that kind of magic.
Yep.
And still not knowing what to do. He knows who he is, and who he is a person that does things that probably he shouldn't do. Bad ideas, things that might get him in trouble. So I'm gonna do another 60 feet straight up. And
Arsenal right now, for real. He's just like flying all sad and scared.
If I dig around in my inventory, do I at least know what my things do? Because I still have that book of summon aberration.
You could take a look in there and see the items that you have, yeah.
So I'll take the book.
But
out,
you'd have to. It would take some figuring out to realize what exactly those items are,
Okay,
because
so
they're
I
not
don't know
class
if-
features. Yeah, he can fly. He's got wings.
Yep.
Free falling.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have any other. Yeah, he's a person who does probably stupid ideas that are probably bad to do, but he's gonna look again at some of the realities and things that are tearing, and after seeing what happened when he tried it the first time, he's going to try to do a little bit of controlled chaos here and do it again, but try to look for the most like downtrodden of realities that might be coming by, like like fucking broken castle, zombie world, just anything that looks fucked already.
All right.
And try to do that spell again and draw the magic in.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Call high or low?
Hi.
All right. Good choice. As I rolled a 90. All right. So you see a portal open up into a desert, completely barren. You see flecks of glass lying about in certain areas of the desert here. Go ahead and give me another Arcana to try and tap into its magic.
12. I do get to know if that failed. So I can
You do
burn
get to
another
know,
point.
so that would fail. You can try
Burn a
again.
point. Natural 1.
All right. This time... Okay, this time, some of the energy it ends up backlashing you, as your hand is going to potentially get hit by something here. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
See, that's...
Oh, I said a dexterity save.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just change the bonus if it's
one
any
above.
different.
So my dexterity is +1, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Got it. All right, you succeed, and in fact, through success, you find a new opportunity. This little bolt of energy that's flying out at you has separated itself from this energy. You could try to take it if you want, as a reaction.
Yes.
Okay. For that one, I'm going to need a caster check, which is your charisma.
Charisma, just regular charisma check.
Mm-hmm.
12. I do get to know if that failed.
Okay, that one would fail.
Burn.
That one succeeds. You claim this piece of shadow energy for yourself. And here's what's going to happen. As you absorb it, you begin to become a bit more familiar with, we'll just call it the shadow weave. Not the true weave, it's shadow magic. You already wield some of it. Absorbing more of it has given you an innate knowledge of it. Any further Arcana checks you try to do against this will have a +5 bonus.
Oh, fuck. Thank you.
You're welcome. Never call me cruel. Alright, but that was your action and your reaction. So, unless you'd like to move some more.
Beginning of the round, he went up another 60.
Okay, cool. Then we will move on here. And you would see this before you before it gets close to you. But you see a collection of tentacles and eyes get thrown off the top, bleeding profusely as they fall from the top of the tower. You can manage to avoid these without making any check or anything, since this is just body parts being flung off. But it seems the Umbra has begun to fight back.
I don't know what it is, but I have the innate feeling to flip it off.
we'll now get back over to you again.
Yep, beginning of the round, go another 60 feet up with movement. And I think... Yeah, he doesn't know anything else. He doesn't even know that he put those shards in the heart, so he wouldn't know to get up there and pull any of them out. So he's just trying to get out of here. So he's continuing to try and jumpstart this spell.
All right. So looking for are you looking for the same one again, or are you looking for a different one?
And the first just downtrodden, fucked up looking space he can find.
Okay. High or low?
We're gonna go high again.
Okay, I rolled low.
Damn.
So
I almost went low. Don't take me to a casino, people.
So desperately looking for somewhere to go. You see some cobbled streets. And a horse-drawn carriage. A few houses. Some trees. And the best part about it, sunlight, of course.
I think that sunlight, like, maybe tickles something in the back of his head. You know, he didn't know he can't remember the paladin part anymore. But I think there might be a little, like, sense of it there. And
you know what? You can give me a history check if you want to.
Proficient in AC. 12.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling that.
And I think so. Under his breath, he just says, "I'm sorry, and I really hope this works because I don't want to hurt you." And Arcana check to see if he can do it, pull it off.
All right, this has a +5 bonus to it.
That's even with a +5.
That's a 14. Yeah, no.
Last sorcery point.
Come on.
Unless I haven't used a bonus action yet, right?
You have not.
So
This is just
last
action.
sorcery point until I use my bonus action, I can burn another spell slot.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. All right. You tap into this energy here, and slowly, yep, it takes a minute to cast, so this will take some time. And I'll just describe what goes on during that, okay? So we won't bother doing turn order stuff after this.
He does try to fly a bit higher, if not to just catch a glimpse of what's happening as he's casting.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Okay. Yeah, you'd still be able to. Well, it has a range of 10 feet. You have to be within 10 feet of the portal here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he can't begin casting and move. He needs where he's casting is.
He needs to start it right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you begin this process, you just simply will these runes to start appearing around this Terran reality. And slowly the image begins to change to something else. Would you like to randomly select one of the locations that you know?
Yes.
Okay. How many do you know again?
I believe I know
take a look.
how to get to Blackstone.
You recorded them on your sheet, right?
No, not on my sheet. I have them on a dock on my phone. I need to put them on my sheet.
Okay.
But I know Blackstone. I didn't get. I have a question mark on this one because I didn't get confirmation if I know the capitals or not. I know I got back to the capital, but I don't know if someone did that for me or if I know the capital.
Someone did that for you, but I did say you could take a look and memorize it real quick before you go through. So yes, you would know it.
So I know the capitals. I know Blackstone. I believe I would know Sentinel's dad's house, although Shade wouldn't know who Sentinel is. He just knows that's an option. That's a portal. I don't know if there is one in that town to the north that I talked about, but he would. That's probably the town he would have stayed in when he was kind of branching away from the church.
Right. Yeah. That place wouldn't have a.
I don't think it would
summoning
have one,
circle.
so.
Yeah. Unless you would set one up, which you didn't know the spell at the time too. So.
So he wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So.
I think that's all. That's all. Of
That's
them.
3.
That's 3.
I will have you roll a d4, and if you roll a 4, just re-roll it. Okay, capital it is. All right, so the streets begin to change to different streets, but we'll get to that. As you're continuing this process, the noises you hear coming from above are horrifying. Wait, someone got banned by Seribot? That's incredible. Did anybody happen to see the message before it got removed?
I did not.
Damn. Okay.
Got him. It's probably worth it. I think
Yeah. Honestly, no, I just wanted to see what it was, honestly. Just out of morbid curiosity. Anyway, moving on, though. Yes, these noises that you're hearing grow absolutely terrifying. There are screams, what sound like dozens of them all at once. And you see a massive crack form in the tower itself. Pieces of rubble begin to fall down. And you see that horrible, grotesque collection of eyes and tentacles come off of the tower, and Umbra follows down. They are locked together, fighting each other, each of their tentacles wrapped around each other. Umbra keeps gripping into the center of the mass of the Watcher's avatar with its claw, ripping chunks out. But the Watcher is not losing this battle, as far as you can tell. As you see that there are multiple holes that open up in Umbra's body, you're not sure what they're opening up from. Some kind of energy ripping holes into this god, which close up almost as quickly as they're opened. And as many injuries as they give to each other, it seems that they regenerate too quickly to deal any true harm to each other. And as you desperately continue opening this portal, they're growing closer and closer in their fight, flying around and ripping parts of each other off. Now I need you to make one final check for me. This is going to be one more saving throw, actually. As you hear Umbra scream again, I need another wisdom save.
God, it's never charisma. Why?
Because I'm evil. That would fail. Actually, I would say your Mantle of Magic Resistance would apply here, actually. So you can reroll that. Okay, no, that's still a fail. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, for the next 9 minutes after you go through the portal, because you're about to go through it when this happens. For the next 9 minutes, the character begins babbling and is incapable of normal speech or spell casting.
Yo, it feels correct. That feels correct.
Yep, and you enter the portal here, and you are now in the city of Andros. But you're not entirely sure where you are, however.
Yep.
Because truly, for the next 60 hours, you have amnesia.
Yep. So for
We're
9
not even
minutes,
in Andros, are we?
No, you're not.
I rolled for it, and that's where he
no.
popped
You
out.
guys,
So,
here's what I'll do.
I
I'll just do this.
I would have at least popped out like in that like temple, right? Because that's
Yep.
where all of the summoning circles are.
Yep.
So at least one man would know me, the guy who works for the Yizra cleric or whatever he was.
Mhm. Yep, he was a cleric of Isra. Yeah. All right. So you come out of this portal here, torn into the fabric of reality. And as you emerge, behind you, the portal closes. And you see that this priest that you had met before, but you don't recognize him now. He looks upon you and he says, "Sir, it's you again. Are you okay? What's the matter?
Babble, 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 babble.
Why are you saying babble?" No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just incoherent bullshit.
My gods! By Isra, you're in a terrible state, aren't you? Please come with me. Here, come here, come here. And he tries to help you up. And he's going to try to guide you over to an infirmary because you're very clearly mad right now. Would you go with him or would you try to run out?
Fucking make it a luck check.
Okay. Whatever you think is appropriate.
Yeah, roll I'm gonna roll a d20 and call it right now. I'm gonna say evens. If evens, I'll go with him. Odds, I try to fight it.
Okay.
I go with him.
All right, you go with him. He's going to check you into the infirmary and lay you down on a bed, and he is going to pray for you as he recommends you simply rest for a time until your faculties return. Or if they don't return, then we will have to figure something else out. And he will keep you company for a time as well.
I think a few minutes later, kind of at least gets his speech and magic back. And
So while we do that little time skip here to the end of the duration of the short-term madness, we're going to go over to the other players who the last thing they saw at this point was Shade disappear through the portal to the Shadowfell. So, other players. Theo, Artemis, and Emoji.
Yep.
Shade has disappeared into this portal, and it closed immediately behind him.
Uh-oh.
All we can do now is hope for the best.
eyes, so many eyes and tentacles everywhere.
So now what?
We wait and rest. Wait for Shade to return, I guess.
Well, at least I know he's still alive to some degree. My spell's still working. I'm still concentrating on that.
Very true. Shade Sentinel says beat boop. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, what will happen is Sir fuck. I forgot his name again. Why does this happen to me?
Calmore.
Sir Calmore, thank you. Why do I find his name so hard to remember? Even when I have it written down in my notes. I was about to check my notes. Alright, Sir Calmore actually will come up here and he will say, "Ah, Sentinel! Good timing. Good timing. Please, come downstairs into the workshop. I would like to begin the process that you requested of transferring some parts of this shield guardian you brought to you. It will be quite a lengthy process, so you may all have to go for a few days without Sentinel in your party. Is that okay with everybody?" Few days in game time.
Suppose if that's what Sentinel chooses.
Well, Rex is in the Twitch chat, so let's get Rex's opinion. What do you think, Rex? I also say yay. Okay. You say yay, like in character? Okay. So Sentinel throws his arms up in the air and is just like, yippee!
Woo! Okay, I suppose it's a yes.
Actually, I don't know if that's actually how Rex would portray that. I think he would just say the yay part, right? I was just being goofy with it. On the context of what happened, I just got back. Oh, Sir Calmore came up to the party and said that he is ready to begin the process of setting you up with the Shield Guardian parts. All right, of course, let us proceed. Okay. All right. So you agree. So, yeah. Yes, of course, let us proceed, is what Sentinel will say to Calmore.
Well, I mean, at the very least, this...
This what?
think this gives us extra time.
Okay. Then in that case, I shall take Sentinel down to the workshop. And with that, the two of them go down the stairs together. Never to be seen again. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Never to be seen again this session, anyway. As there's a do not enter sign on the workshop door.
Theo enters the room.
Everything explodes, everyone dies. The end. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, no, you fool, you up! That's true,
Not
that's true.
again.
Shade would survive. Alright, but quite a bit of time goes by without Shade ever showing back up in this building. And that's when we'll go back over to Shade, who by now about 10 minutes have passed since the spell was cast and Theo would feel it wear off. Shade, you're back at this infirmary and you've stopped babbling and seem to gain some more clarity again. You can talk again. Coherently.
I'm back. I can. Okay, I think I still don't know where where. I kind of get up and like I'm talking to myself for a second there, and I take a quick look around and see. Was I at least aware of my surroundings? I was like, I knew I was in in an infirmary. I was just like, very confused. Okay.
Yeah, you're able to process the information now.
I kind of get up, episode 1 of Walking Dead style, and like stumble my way up and out of the infirmary, and try to find like whoever's in charge.
Okay, yeah, the priest that brought you here stayed with you for a few minutes, but had to tend to some other duties. So as you're wandering around here, you see a few of the nuns that are here that are helping around. Not like the Christian nuns; they're wearing different attire to match their deity. These ones are dedicated to Isra, so they have a bit more of a they have a bit more like bright colored clothing, as well as a the symbol of Isra hanging from their necks, and most of them are carrying a baskets full of medicinal herbs that they're bringing over to the infirmary right now. So they're walking together towards the infirmary as you're coming out.
I think he like pats himself. I'm still wearing my gear and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he like pats himself, realizes there's a flask in his coat, takes that out and takes a big fucking drink.
All right, the nuns here kind of exclaim a little bit about drinking in the church, but at this point you're too shocked by what happened to really pay them any heed to their objections.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
That goes back in the coat.
Turns out it was a healing potion. That'd be funny.
Where's the man who helped me here? Where am I?
You are in the priest of, or not the priest. You're in the temple of the gods in the capital city, sir, and we do not drink alcohol here. At least not at this shrine. For that, you'll have to go to another room.
Need does the capital of like the capital city, does any of that mean anything to me, or is it just like so at least I know I'm in a city?
Right now, with your amnesia going, it would be at least I'm in a city kind of mood. You don't know what that means for you. You don't know.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. It just means okay, in a city, got it. Big capital, big city, awesome. Fucking what this capital has? Don't know. Is it magic? Don't know. Who's the goddamn mayor? Don't know. Where's I need to find. I can't remember anything. I don't I know who I am, but I just remember where I came from and nothing before that. I need help.
You can't remember anything. I think he can help you with that. Vulgarity aside. I will go fetch him for you and let him know that you have stopped babbling. As she turns to go look for him. The other two nuns she was walking with go into the infirmary if you don't try to stop them and begin tending to the rest of their duties as you wait.
I think I like stumble to like a chair or a bench somewhere to like sit up for a second. I think he starts to look through his things and try to get an understanding of who he is, like looking through his stuff. I do have a journal that he's been kind of cataloging in for a while, so I imagine eventually he'll find that. But like the first thing he sees is probably like the newer stuff, so like writing about Marcus and all this crazy stuff, and he's just super like, what the hell was I? Like, you know when you've blacked out and you see like a video of when you see a video of yourself like doing something you don't remember, and you're like, what the shit was I doing? It's that, where it's like he's reading these writings from Marcus's journal that I've written down and trying to figure out what the hell was he getting himself into.
That's fair. All right. Yeah, so you're looking through these notes, and these are quite unnerving, especially considering what you just went through. Thank you, Ari, for barking. My God. But yes, you refamiliarize yourself with this, and can you give me a let's go with an intelligence saving throw real quick. This isn't anything negative for you. It's to see if you can regain any kind of memory of where did you get these? What the hell's going on here before the priest shows up.
So Shiakazing 6.
Okay. Struggle as you might, you just can't bring any memories up. No matter how hard you try to focus on this. And eventually, priest from before comes back and he says, you're up and walking about again. She said you're able to speak now. Tell me, what happened before you came here? You were in a terrible, terrible state.
Sorry, I don't fully remember. I know, and I think I know who I am, and I know I know I have magic, and I knew how to get here, but I don't know where. I don't know where here is, and I or where I was, or the things that the thing.
It sounds like you have a case of amnesia. That or some enemy spellcaster must have modified your memories. Here, come back into the infirmary and take a seat. I'll give you a full I'll give you a full inspection now that you're able to speak. And he'll kind of motion for you to take a seat at the bed you were laying in before.
Yeah, he'll walk with them.
Okay. He's going to open each of your eyes with his hands and take a look closely.
Probably a few things he would notice that are unrelated to what just happened, but more related to the fact that he's a shadow sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those shadow sorcerer quirks. So
Yep, like the cold to the touch kind of thing.
Cold as ice. One heartbeat a minute. Barely bleeds at all.
Oh my. If I hadn't seen this before, then I'd be confused. You've been touched by the fell, haven't you?
I don't know what that means. I just is that where I was? Is that
It would make sense considering your amnesia. The fell is a realm of madness that has been taken over by a mad god. We do not utter its name, or it will invoke its attention upon us. So I will not speak its name. But if you have just survived an encounter within the Shadowfell, you are very lucky indeed to only have lost your memories, and to still be alive, though changed as you are. Tell me.
Sorry, what do you need?
Do you remember exactly what happened before you showed up here?
Yeah, there was a I'm gonna do another wisdom save just for myself to see if he can.
Okay.
He remembers it fine. It's a matter of like
he's
having the wit about it without.
Yeah.
Natural one. I think he starts with like tower and then fully panic attack breakdown.
All right.
Just like muttering, like back to the muttering, babbling, not as incoherently. Now he's like actually saying words and not just bullshit. But the words is like eyes, so many eyes, and tower, tentacles, eyes that get so many eyes, and
all right. This
faces and thrones, just talking about that. Yeah.
So this elderly priest, he's going to try to. He's going to try to put you in an embrace to try and, like, help calm you down. And he says, shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. You've been through a lot. I know. It's okay. He's going to try to calm you down a bit. He's going to cast Calm Emotions. So if you try to resist this, then you may.
Nope.
If you let him do it, then no save required.
Yep. He like calms down for a second, takes a big breath. I was at the top of a tower. There was some thing made of shadow. It had a claw, and there were thrones with faces and bodies, and then there was one body, and I couldn't fully understand all of it, but it was many things, and it was one thing, and there was something else, a creature, a specter, it was just a tangled mess of eyes and magic and tentacles and hate. And they fought. I think there was fighting. There was a heart with things in it. I don't know. I only looked for a second before I got thrown off, and there was nothing down below, just endless and dragons that circled. And there were tears. I don't know. There was openings. I don't know what they were. Just windows to somewhere, I don't know, but there were magic. There was so much magic. I could feel it. I could feel it, so I didn't know what else to do, so I drew it into myself. I tapped into that magic, and that's how I got here. I willed myself here.
You are either one of the most lucky men that I've ever met, or one of the most unfortunate. The Shadow's magic has consequences for using. You may not understand what will happen. Perhaps nothing will happen. But I hope it doesn't. But you are lucky to have made it out alive. Now, as for your amnesia, and these things that you have told me, perhaps it was just the madness at work. If it really did happen, then hopefully these things did not see you or pay you any mind.
Whatever they were, they went over the edge. They started to fall. I made it out right before they just kept going.
Well, I think I can try my best to remove this amnesia that's afflicting you, but it is going to cost some money. Are you able to afford? It's going to be 600 gold.
He like digs around in his stuff. All
The
he's
calm
got is
emotions will be
200.
free.
All he's got is 245. That's the most he has right now.
As you're rummaging through your things, you find you still have your old, or you still have a symbol of Isra, right?
Yeah.
All right. As you're rummaging through your things, you find a symbol within your pack, an amulet that's very much like the one that this priest is wearing.
I don't fully know what this is, but I have one of these. I've got a little bit of money, and whatever this is, you've got one too.
Yes, and you previously asked me to send you to our main chapel. Would you allow me to take a look at that?
Here, and it's I believe it's the like shell of the symbol, and then the gemstone that would go in the center is his necklace. That's the black opal.
Mm-hmm. And so this is
yeah.
this is the holy symbol from your backstory, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to look upon it, and he says, You were one of the lost knights. Forget about the payment. We'll help you. But in exchange, when you regain your memories, there's something I need you to do. If you're willing to do it.
Sure. What do you need? I don't,
There is, I fear, a corruption within the northern lands. I have heard whispers of it. Foul creatures. Things of shadow. I would not dare ask you to re-enter the Shadowfell again after just returning from it, but I need somebody to investigate, and, well, you went to headquarters, and though you don't remember, I'm sure that you would have learned down there that our order is breaking. Our membership is scattered. The Overgod She is powerful, but she is not as interested in the affairs of mortals as the other gods are. And so our membership has been dwindling. We don't have anyone to fight this darkness at the moment. We need to find out what's going on up there. So if you agree to go at least investigate, then I will do this without charging you.
Sure. Can I do? I'm just gonna do a quick personal history check.
Okay.
To see if he can tie the strings between, because he was reading his old journal. I believe he would have written down at least passing information of Damien ? Northern Territories, possibly this town, yada yada. So I'm gonna just do a little personal history check to see if he can maybe connect those dots and figure that he was already going northward.
Would you say you've been flipping through your journal while you were?
Yeah, he's been.
Okay,
yeah. It's his personal journal, so it's
Okay.
like basically the chronicle of of Orion.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
his like what I've done since I got out the first time.
Sure. Go ahead and give me one of those history checks.
Oh, I don't. They're probably too busy looking at the market.
Something about the north is familiar from when you were skimming through, but you're not entirely sure why.
Yeah, the Eldritch Marcus stuff was a bit more pressing. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was I doing? I think I don't know. There might have been something in my book. I might have been already going northward. So sure. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Then I shall attempt to remove this amnesia. He is going to cast Greater Restoration on you. Let me check Greater Restoration real quick.
Hell yeah.
Does it affect madness?
I don't know if it says it in the wording, but I know Greater Restoration.
Oh wait, madness is a form of curse, I think, right? Let me double check the madness again, because I think it mentioned that it was a type of curse. Let's see. A calm emotion spell can suppress the effects of madness, while a lesser restoration spell can... Oh, he can just do this with a lesser restoration. Okay, cool. He doesn't have to cast that high of a spell slot. So he'll cast lesser restoration on you, actually, because it can remove a short-term or a long-term madness. Just depending on the source of the madness, remove curse or dispel evil might also prove effective. Okay. You know what? We'll do remove curse for this one. How about that? Yeah, we'll do remove curse, and as he does so, the amnesia is lifted, and memories begin flooding back into your head.
I think the memories flood in. He remembers what happened, why he was there. Immediately his face goes from like kind of, scared puppy, like I don't know where I am or why I'm doing, but thank you for helping, to just full like, oh no, and then like I have to move. I've got to go.
The fucking monkey from Planet of the Apes. Oh no! Oh no!
Thank you. I remember. There's shit. This, I don't know how bad this could be, but I almost said her name. The goddess, the god. They were attacked by another being, an extraplanar being. I was forced to help in this, but I helped how I could. I gave them a fighting chance. I think I got thrown off the edge, and the north. I already know another one of the lost that might be there. Thank you. I'm already on it. Anything I can do, I'll help.
course, thank you.
Notify any of the order. Notify the rest of the other religions that God, though their name may not be spoken, has been attacked.
This is unprecedented. I will report to the other members of the clergy, and we will investigate this to the best of our ability.
Blackstone, I believe, is marching some of the order towards Stormhammer. I believe they're also going to be looking over the Shargrim's Fall. If there's any other contingency of the order still left in this city, notify them. Begin readying any and all able bodies. There's a lot happening.
There are only a few members of the Knightly Order of Ysra here, but I will let them know.
Everyone will be appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I have to go now, but thank you.
Of course. Safe travels. And please, let me know whatever you find to the north.
Of course. And I think he books it to the teleportation area and immediately places in the section to Sentinel's home.
Okay. Did you still have a spell slot for that?
I do not, but these are the permanent ones, are they not? Or do I need to? You
would still need to cast the spell to do it, I believe.
Let me see if I have enough to maybe create a new one. How much does?
You wouldn't need to do the material component part, since it's already here.
Spell slot. Okay, a fifth level spell slot costs me 7 sorcery points. I can currently create 3. Would I don't know if I would have gotten a short rest at all.
Oh, you've been here for a while. We'll say you can take a short rest, yeah.
So 3, so that gives me my warlock spell slots back, which would give me 5. I'm still 2 sorcery points off of being able to get that spell slot back.
You could always try the portal network to get to Ornstrad, but that'll be 100 gold, so
that he can pay for. I'll pay the.
Okay, and are you going like a full sprint through the streets to get there?
Unless he takes 2, if he just waits for because that's gaming it, right? Because then like short rest, getting the spell slots back, short rest again, getting the spell, that's gaming it, right? Because it's an hour and then another hour.
It definitely take longer.
Yeah, because I guess I'll ask you if that's possible. If he could like convert those warlock spell slots, wait another hour, convert them again. Because I don't want to.
That's fine. It's a mechanic.
I don't like gaming things, but if it is possible, I'll ask the DM, see if it's allowed.
Yeah, you can do it.
So it'll just take longer. So it takes about 2 hours to get enough spell slots back. I guess I'll put this in as him like just kind of gathering his magic again, because he is drained. Like I'm talking after this, 0 spell slots, no sorcery points, 37 health, which I guess I could roll some hit die, but I imagine we're going to probably take a long rest after this, so I'm not going to bother.
Probably.
Yeah, so like 37 health, no magic after this, just tapped into magic beyond himself to do some bullshit and force the teleportation. This is everything he's got left. It takes about 2 hours to do it. But yeah, I'll get 7 spell slots. Or 7 sorcery points.
Alright, stop.
Convert that to a 5th level slot. Get out of here.
Alright. So about 2 hours have passed before finally Shade appears. And he looks worse for wear, guys. He is fucked up.
Oh.
You see that he's covered in grime, and some of that eldritch blood got on him when it rained down from above.
Yeah,
he himself is very haggard looking.
Yeah, like covered in god ichor, which I don't know if that's going to have any lasting effects. I think now that he's got his memory back, he kind of puts some of it into a vial really quickly. Gets an empty potion bottle and just vials up some of that god ichor. Maybe use it for later for something. But yeah, he does do that. By the way, full on bottled one of the one. I'll say he bottled one. But yeah, 37 hit points, tapped completely for magic and spell and sorcery points, drained, tired, and like stumbling out of the teleportation circle.
My God, Shade, are you all right?
No,
Bro, are you good?
fuck
What?
no. Shit.
Do you need a healing potion?
Yeah, I need a lot. I need I have a few on me. I'll be okay. I just need to sit down for a while. That maybe could have gone as well as that could have.
Theo will place his hand on his shoulder and just put 10 of his lay on hands points into his health.
All right. You heal for 10.
47. And actually, you know what? For the first time, I'm going to use my ASMR ability and do my healing hands, which I believe, since we're doing the the updated version, is not a pool, but is a amount of D4s equal to my let's see,
Your character level, I think,
healing
right?
hand. A number of D4s equal to your proficiency bonus.
Oh, proficiency. Okay.
The original version was equal to your level. What is it? Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse updated it to make it D4s equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So it's 4 D4s.
We'll just have Artemis choose whether you want to have that as it going forward, or if you want to keep using the old one. Okay, Artemis.
Because then that means that we have a much higher ceiling for healing, but that also means we could also roll all ones and only get 4, but we have a crap ton of healing you know what? Fuck it. We gamble.
All right.
Heck yeah.
We'll do D4s.
So that puts me at 55. And this is his divine. It's not his shadow sorcery work. It's his divine blood that's doing this. But I feel like even that has been like partially corrupted a little bit, at least shrouded. So his healing hands, I think you guys see him like tiny little wisps of shadow kind of sprout, like not like smoke pouring, but they're these tiny thin, almost needle wisps sprout out and like stitch him together.
Bro, are you good? Like,
There's a lot I need to tell you all.
oh no.
I think he sits down, takes another swig from his flask, and then spills everything. Just info dump. Insert here.
Spills everything, including the contents of his flask, as he tries to put it in his mouth, and it spills all over his chest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He talks while he's drinking.
No, yeah, places that back in the coat and then info dump. Just, I did what I could. I had to do what I was told, but god damn it, if he can change the rules, so can I. So I threw in my Shadowfell shard in there too. I'm trying to give them a fighting chance, but the last thing I remember, they were going off the edge, clawing, fighting at each other. And I willed a teleportation portal. I made one happen, and I got out of there. Just full info dump on all everything.
Cool, great. I think I hate gods now.
I am legally not allowed to agree with you.
It is perfectly fine. We can agree to disagree. But still, fuck everything about this day!
Yeah, this wasn't our finest day we've had.
It's the
We
understatement of the century. First, we end up fighting fucking Marcus. Then I die. Then the dragon shows up. Then we leave. Then we find out that Marcus didn't actually die, and me dying was completely pointless. And now there's two evil gods that are fighting each other, and one is probably going to absorb the other one. This day is fucked.
From what I
Well, any
remember,
day you can walk away from.
from what I remember, at least the Watcher, that wasn't fully the Watcher. That was an avatar, right? That was a form that could be that could be there, but not the full thing, right?
Mm-hmm. His true body lies in a realm beyond reckoning.
Yeah, it's like
even
the
beyond
Tyranid,
madness.
Like, that is a tentacle peeking through.
Pretty much.
So I kind of explained that
it's
like,
rare to see emoji Angie. She rages all the time.
It's real
I'm
Angie.
just kind of Angie though. This is not so fun Angie.
Yeah, I know. I was just making a joke.
Oh, you good?
You know, Martin, you're not wrong. That is kind of the thing that's happening to Shade.
Mhm.
Vietnam flashbacks. But yeah, he tells them how there was an avatar of the Watcher, how that it wasn't necessarily the full thing, but more like a limb peeking through, like just a portion of it coming into our realm. How he's suddenly also very, very sorrowful and like guilty because in his amnesiac state literally tried to absorb some of the magic of those like realm tears and accidentally like lightning bolted a house and doesn't know if there was people in there, sundered like some like glass desert that was out there, and then finally got it off as there was like a village that he was so worried he might destroy, but thinks they caught out okay, that because he got the spell off it didn't hurt them, but he doesn't know for sure. How he literally absorbed some of the shadow weave to get like extra insight on his magic, and how he doesn't know how that's going to affect him now. He doesn't feel all that different. He still feels the same, but he's just having a moment, I think, with his like head in his hands.
Right. So yeah, he sits
Kinda-
there for a while trying to calm down again, I guess, huh?
Yeah, kind of waiting for Artemis's reaction because she hasn't said anything, and she's the one that usually gets the angriest.
Artemis is not entirely sure what to say, but you can tell she's not angry, actually.
You know, from the player side, I've gone toe to toe with 3 gods now, and I'm still alive. They could have erased me with
I'm still standing.
They could have erased me with a thought, but I'm still here.
Congratulations, you lived.
Congratulations,
Artemis
you
is just
survived.
concerned, and she's glad that you're back. As for everything that happened, she doesn't have anything to say. Not at the moment.
I'm pretty tapped for magic and everything else. I think I'm gonna get some rest.
My model looks like
I
it
think
fell asleep.
we all will.
I think that's fair.
We have a
How-
few days before we head out.
How
sure.
how's Angelica doing? Is she okay?
She's not woken up yet.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about her.
Tomorrow.
Forgot about the woman with the tentacle arms laying on the couch.
I died.
And I brought you back. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. Now that we have that established, there's a woman with tentacle arms on the couch.
Okay, good to know. I was not there for that.
We'll convene again tomorrow. Shade, we have a few days before we head out and do anything. Sentinel is being worked on with Sir Calmore. Sir Calmore has figured out a way to try and implement the Shield Guardian with Sentinel.
Sounds dangerous, but we're gonna need it. Oh, that's right. Northward. I think I know where Marcus is going.
Wait, you
Alright.
don't?
This is all sort of context clues, kind of piecemeal it together, but there, I guess there's no kind of hiding this or keeping it away from you now, but myself, Angelica here, some other friends of ours, we were all part of an order. We all were part of the we were all followers of Yzra. We were sent on a mission to find and retrieve artifacts that had gone missing in the Fell. Everything kind of went wrong. I lost track of her during the fight. Our cleric didn't make it, or at least I don't think she did. It's hard to tell. I didn't think any of them made it, I'll be honest. I sort of was the only one for a while. But apparently more of us survived, but looks like we were all sort of changed. I got my magic. That's what the Fell did to her. Another one of ours, Damien, he lived too, and I've gotten reports that there's someone similar to me, shadowy magic and kind of the things that I can do, but it doesn't sound like he's himself. I thought maybe the Fell changed them, or they were under Marcus's control. Seeing her with him basically confirms that, which means I think Damien's also under his thumb. So if he's up north and Marcus is still alive, then I think that's where Marcus is heading.
Then we'll look for him tomorrow.
It's not a short trek. It's all the way in Eldgrimir.
Where is that on the map?
Way
Oh,
up here.
never mind, I see it.
Yep.
Well,
It's definitely a hike.
That
Fastest way would be to go through the mountain pass here through the forest.
well, we have to wait for Sentinel to finish his upgrades before we head out to Stormhammer Tower anyway. And that's going to take a couple days.
how long is it to get to Eldgrimir?
Just about the same, if not longer. It's farther away, but the trek is probably not as treacherous.
You're also already on the northern side of the river, so you don't need to travel over any bridges. You could just walk along the side of the river. You could even take the boat up to Karn, drop it off at the docks there, and then...
Right, because the boat will make it so much faster
Right.
than just walking. We only have days to make this happen. Days. Not a full week.
Yes, I don't know if we have the full time to even wait for Sentinel. We might have to go without him and have him catch up later.
I'd hate to leave the Marcus business with loose ends. Because even though we've taken the shard of the Devourer's heart, I'm not sure what he might still be capable of. And we don't want him regenerating and back to anywhere near the capacity he was when we just fought him.
Isn't there like a spell that we could cast where we can track him or something?
I think some of that magic from the Watcher probably will prevent us from doing that. Because when I had that sword, that seemed to be one of the things it could do, is keep me from being seen by anyone.
That reminds me.
Mm.
As Theo says sword, I go to check my side to see if I still have it. I technically did what I was told. So I haven't broken contract, even though it was a bit against the Watcher. I haven't
Yep.
broken our deal.
Your
So I go to check
blade
to see if
remains.
If anything, I gave the Watcher something more interesting to watch, so I don't think he cares all that much about what I did. I still got the blade.
Well, that's good. You said
I'm
he said that he could help us find Marcus.
Yeah, I was told to place the shard and then we'd get that information. I did what I was told. I'm going to hold the sword again and kind of concentrate and try to reach out again and just kind of, deal's done. Where's Marcus?
Forgive me. I was distracted by the little diversion you provided me. My avatar still combats that creature, but the rest of me is at your disposal. Marcus has made his new laboratory within Ameshki's vault.
I fucking knew it.
An old place that was destroyed years ago. But it has been rebuilt by Marcus and his lackeys. He uses it now as a fortress to begin work on tracking down the Northern Goddess. The people of the North serve as his feeding grounds. It seems your little encounter with him was an attempt to expand his territory. One that now lies in ashes. Go there now. And if you try to be clever again like this, there will be consequences.
Never underestimate the sheer stupidity and will of a mortal man. Watcher, I'll give you a show all you want.
I look forward to it.
And I let everybody know what I just learned.
I'm just gonna say, out of character, I never verbalized it. I fucking knew it. As soon as you said he was going north, I'm like, he's going to the palace. I'm thinking about like he's going right to that fucking palace that's circled on the goddamn map. There's no way he's not going there. It's the only evidence that we have that's north.
That is much, much further.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to make that one first.
No. And he said to go back to Valoran.
No. He just mentioned your recent encounter with him in Valoran was an attempt to expand his territory, which now lies in Ash.
It's more so the part where you said go there now. Is he basically being like, do we like?
Oh no, he was talking about go there to finish him off, back like to the north in general.
Oh, that's where the vault is. Okay.
I guess one final question to him is, although he has broken away from your power, how much time do we have to track Marcus before Charlegral tries his act?
I cannot attest to the will of Charagral, but what I do know is Charagral will respond to a challenge. At the moment, Charagral seems to be looking for something within the Storm Hills. It has passed by the Stormhammer Tower without interfering. Thus far. Now, the last piece of information I will give you before I leave you on your own. There is still one in this world that participated with the destruction of Ameshki's vault. Perhaps you can find them or someone that knows them to help guide you. The map marker there is just for like kind of reference. We'll say it's not actually marked on the map officially. It's mostly just there for me.
Okay, so this is like an unknown location.
Mm-hmm. Basically, you would need a guide to
know
get there.
roughly where it is.
Yeah. Also, I will ask Christoph here real quick. Are you okay with voicing the little wormling Loco if he shows up again? Or Von Mana, I should say.
Oh my god.
If he shows up for a session.
Mayhaps.
Okay. Otherwise, I might have somebody, a different NPC, depending on what your answer is to that. So.
I think I'd be okay with it.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
No worries.
All right, yeah, with that information, the Watcher says one last bit of information with this. The one that partook in the destruction of the vault in the first place was a golden dragon known as Von Mana. Good luck. With that, the voice of the Watcher leaves your mind.
Bastard.
I heard that. I'm just kidding. It's not going to respond to provocation like that.
It'd be funny if you did, though.
It would be.
Alrighty. Does Shade relay all this information to the rest of the
Of
group?
course.
Emoji's gonna look at you and just be like, bro, you got to break up with that guy after this is done. This was super fucking weird.
So.
No, don't break up with me. You're my boy toy. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, like, I wouldn't even pay him any attention. You're like so much better. Like, you deserve so much better than him.
Tell you what, I know this Planetar that we can set you up with a Celestial Pact, okay?
I'm so hot and so damaged.
I can teach you some rogue things if you like, you know. It's better than selling your soul, I guess. I don't know.
Rogue Barian. Rogue Barian.
Hell yeah. What's better than one rogue Barian? 2 rogue Barians.
Yeah!
Woo!
I'd be like a source roguelike is what I'd be.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa.
It sounds disgusting to say.
That does sound kind of disgusting. You could just respect to absurd.
No.
I'm fucking absurd. No.
There's an achievement to beat the game Baldur's Gate by playing one level of each class. But you can't respect during it, otherwise you don't get the achievement.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway. So, you guys know a few things you can do right now. What would you like to do now? Up after long resting, of course, because I assume that's what's coming next.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
So, out of game,
yeah.
I was going to just verify information. So we know that Ameshki's Vault is where Marcus is going, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what is Eldgrimir important for again?
Eldgrimir is where the background NPC Damien from Shade's backstory is supposedly at or near.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Where
so
he has
he's
been
gonna kill
slaughtering
this thing.
people.
Yeah, he's been going crazy over there. Okay, cool.
And
So we go after one
before-
crazy murderer or another crazy murderer. Take your pick.
And before we got the information to Ameshki's vault, like right now, that's where Shade thought Marcus had set up like some kind of like hideout or laboratory because, well, now he has confirmation Angelica was here, so maybe Damien's part of it. So that's why that was an educated guess. And then immediately after that educated guess, we got Ameshki's vault.
You're just like, I wonder if he's gonna go here. Then your deity is just like, actually, no, you're fucking stupid. It's right here. I would never say that though. I'm actually
You know, but me though,
just had to clarify.
his spells whack, his abilities whack, his sword whack.
The way he keeps rolling nat ones, whack.
Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Me, I'm tight as fuck. I only roll nat 20s.
The way that his eyeballs are so hyper realistic, whack.
Just emoji. I'm tight as fuck.
The way he doesn't even brush his tentacles, whack.
Oh, we didn't even know that. That just makes it worse.
Yeah, what the heck?
Disgusting.
The squid guy doesn't know proper hygiene. Disgusting.
Ugh.
By the way, I'm just gonna say, like, because I'm gonna forget this later. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I didn't want to mention it at the time because it was a tense moment. How if you looked at the initiative tracker and then you saw like the bit for the watcher, it's just the fucking hyper realistic eyeball. I wanted to point it out earlier, but I'm just like, nah, this is probably
I
an
even
important
said-
moment and he might die, so I don't want to make the joke right now.
I even said as I added him to the turn order, I'm just gonna add one of his eyes to the turn order because it's just a bunch of tokens that I
didn't
threw
hear you
together
say
to make
that
it.
At all. I just saw that with no context. I'm like, that's hilarious.
I did kind of mumble it, so if my mic didn't pick it up, that might be why.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway,
I was just
that's
like,
all
I'm
for
just
me,
gonna
man.
add one of
Anyways,
these
fuck
eyes.
the game. Sorry.
No, it's
No
all
more-
good. That's
no more
funny.
interruptions from me, I swear.
All right, so you would have to travel along the northern Mithril River in order to get there.
Okay, so we have two options. We have go after the mass murderer who is trying to destroy the world, or a mass murderer who just likes murdering people.
We already.
Allegedly.
Okay. We.
Which one of those was Cormac?
So we
So I
only
got
have a
army.
few days to work. We already have a whole bunch of people gathered at Stormhammer Tower.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that was an option.
We still have to face Shargral.
And now that we know that the whole Stormhammer Tower location for the battle is around him being challenged, I'm not certain whether or not us gathering a bunch of people at Stormhammer Tower constitutes a challenge.
We have to get down there once Sentinel is ready.
I mean, we know that like if what the Shade is telling us, like, And she's gonna look at Artemis like he's waiting for you. We know that, right? Like he has our scent now, and now he's at the tower waiting for us. We're waiting for a challenge.
Also looking for something within the Storm Hills. How is that battle going to go if he already finds what he's looking for?
There's no real good option here.
No,
Either we
not
go to
really.
Stormhammer and deal with Shargral, and I'm not even sure we're strong enough to do that yet. I mean, jeez, Marcus was hard enough.
Yeah, but we thought that he was going to be an impossible fight, and we'd beat his ass. He got lucky.
True, however, Marcus managed to kill several people. Shargral vaporized a town.
That
So
is true.
Well, when you put it that way.
To be fair, we did evacuate it, so it wasn't as bad, you know. It could have been
No,
worse.
but imagine the power to evaporate a town while you're trying to fight that thing.
Dealing with
What are we
Shargral.
supposed to do? Just wait around and somehow get stronger out of nowhere?
Well, that's the thing. We deal with Shargral, but that lets Marcus recuperate. He's still out there, but we did a hell of a number on him. It'll probably take a while for him to regenerate to any kind of working mass. But dealing with that dragon will probably give him enough time to do just that. Or we can try to get to his laboratory, or even just hunt for him. It'll take him a while to get there anyway. Find him before he gets there and take care of him there, but doing that gives Shargral time to find what he needs. So it's one or the other, but there's no good option.
Shargral's already much more powerful, and he's only going to be even more so once he gets what he wants.
I think we should go after Sharagral then.
But
We already know that we can handle Marcus at full strength.
The problem is we still have to wait for Sentinel. We have some days on our hand.
We can still use these days to recruit the people that he was talking about at Tulurin.
If we're heading up there anyway, we might as well also see if we can't find Marcus before he makes his way further north.
I would like Sentinel to actually be present for the recruiting at Tulurin, so...
Ah.
Yeah, because those are his background NPCs, and introducing them without him present would be kind of a dick move. So, yeah.
Then, I suppose... If we take the boat up to Karn and check out Eldgrimir for that man that you were talking about, how long would that take?
Think of the stretch.
I guess that goes. How fast could we get to the mountain to Karn with the river, and then from there take the mountain pass? Like, I guess, Vaz, like how fast could we get to Eldgrim?
Okay, to get to Eldgrimir, you would... Okay, thank you for that. Let's see. By boat, you would arrive in Karn within... Actually, let's get a little more accurate one. Can you get rid of the thing real quick? Because I'll make sure I get all the curves in the river, because you would have to travel down by the river to get over there. Alright, so about 151 miles, nautical miles, with a motor which can go at a pretty decent speed. To get to Karn in the boat. Yeah, to get to Karn in the boat, it would take you about 3.5 days if you're going at max speed. Keep in mind, though, there is some risk going max speed, even with people trying to keep the motor alive.
So 3 days to get to Karn, and then from Karn another, 2 days to get to Eldgrimir?
See, on foot it would be a little slower.
But we need like an airship or something.
See, that'd be about another almost 4 days on foot.
There was like a way where we could just teleport Rex to us when he's done. Maybe
That'd
we
be
just
great,
do
huh?
whatever we want and have him join us later.
To be fair, hear me out.
You could just leave him a letter.
We could get there by air.
Elaborate.
We have the carpet. 2 of us can shapeshift into were-ravens. And then Shade gets stuck in somebody's bag of holding.
Well, how
Except-
long?
oh
can
yeah,
I
he has
fly
the
for
he has the
wings?
breathing amulet of adaptation.
I have the amulet of adaptation. How long do my wings last for?
I believe I
The
said
dragon
1
mask.
minute, right?
I don't have this item, so I don't know.
Let me double check. Because I wrote it down in my notes here. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong document. It was in this document. Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at the... What the hell? Is it not this one? It wasn't that document. Hold on. Which document did I put this in? I have so many different documents, dude. Oh my god. Put it in this one? No. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. Why do I keep separating things? I should just keep them all consolidated in one big document.
One of those documents
Here it
Vaz's-
is.
One of those documents is Vaz's secret fanfic of this
Okay, I
very
found it.
campaign that he posts under another moniker.
How did you know?
I
No,
wanna see that now.
so
Here.
the mask, here it is. Mask of Draconic Visage, +2 charisma bonus up to a maximum of 22, and grants resistance to the element of the dragon of the mask. Additionally, wearer could grow leathery dragon wings to fly for 1 minute with a speed of 60 feet once per day. Oh, wait. Whatever. We won't worry about it. You used it in the combat. You used it on the tower. It's too late now.
Shit. Well,
Oh well.
Mm.
You know what? We'll
Well.
just say that we'll just change it so that the minute doesn't have to be or it can be incremental. It doesn't have to be in one go. How about that? Up to a
Okay.
minute per day, and it can be used on a per round basis. So you can just grow it as bonus action, and then it disappears when you want it to go away. Boom! There we go. So it depends on how many rounds you use it for.
got it.
It'd be pretty funny if y'all saw them before me all this time. It would be kind of funny, but I don't want to. I don't really want to do that when I have written them out for a scenario when you would meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine your buddy like inviting you to like their aunt's house or like their aunt and uncle's, and then they're just not there when you go visit.
Or they send
So
their
awkward.
or they send their friends that they made that you never met before to go pick you up. You're like, who the fuck are you? "Oh, I'm picking you up to take you to Sentinel's house. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just come here? He has a house here, damn it.
It's like, oh, he's busy right now. He has us to do. It's like, oh, I know who you are.
He's getting some body mods.
Sorry, by the way, I got the
Fuck
car's
that.
full of stuff. You're gonna have to ride in the trunk. It's just that's my bad.
What the fuck? All right, so we'll do the long rest. So long rest goes by, and as you guys awaken, the Sleeping Angelica also begins to stir.
While
And
we're sleeping? Oh no.
I assume not all of you are sleeping at the same time, right? Like some people might stay up to kind of keep an eye on things, just in
Sure. Who
case
wants
or
to
something.
take watch then?
I mean, you do have this
Doing that.
person you've taken back here with you, so we'll say the
I
villagers that you saved also went into Ornstrad.
I think
fair.
Artemis should be in the best shape to take first watch.
And then Theo will take second, I guess.
Okay. All right. Oh, the long rest song ended earlier. I didn't even realize.
I would have also long rested basically in a chair next to Angelica the entire time to see if she wakes up.
Okay, so you would probably fall asleep next to her at some point.
Yep.
Okay. She got her shit rocked, so she's gonna take a bit longer. So she doesn't actually end up waking up during the long rest, but closer to after you guys have already woken up.
Okay.
Fair enough.
She starts to stir and her eyes slowly open. She looks about the room and sees Shade sitting in the chair next to her.
He's probably
She
honestly
says-
still passed out because of the beating he took.
Oh, yeah. That's fair, too.
That was an attack roll. Watch
No, it wasn't. That was a wisdom save for her. Shade.
That's not better.
Shade, you wake up feeling something touching your face.
No. No. No.
It's the bad touch. She got the tentacles all over you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. No, her actual human hand is caressing your face, and you see a teary-eyed Angelica looking at you, and she says, "Never thought I'd see you again, Damien. I'm sorry.
Wrong name.
I didn't want to attack you, but he made me. I still feel him. He's still trying to make me hurt you."
I was Orion, by the way.
I fucked up.
You did it again.
That's my ADHD acting up. I'm sorry. She says Orion.
You're good.
She says
you're
Orion.
Okay.
She says
Also,
Orion.
I think
Ah!
Brainwashed her so much she's mixing up.
She doesn't
names of her
recognize
friends.
you.
Screw
Oh.
horror.
honestly, in Shade existed in another as another character a long time ago. In the older version of him, him and Damien were actual brothers, twins actually. So that's fair.
Sorry, she would have said Orion. That's my
Like, it's
ADHD
been so
acting up.
long since I've seen you. Wait, which one are you?
Oh, shit. Which I know one of you were my lover.
Also, I'm realizing I'm going back through the rolls, and I didn't roll.
My bad.
I didn't roll my health for when we leveled up last time, so I'm still at 96 because I was at 101 from a spell, right? We got
It was aid, I believe,
it was
right?
aid,
Or
so it's
Hero's
96.
Feast. Oh no, it was Hero's
Yeah.
Feast. Yeah.
So I rolled a 6.
I think it was Hero's Feast.
That's
No,
natural.
it was aid. Artemis.
It was aid. Okay.
Did we reroll ones in this campaign?
No. Sorry.
Baz is a meanie.
I'm a meanie
Oh,
head,
wow.
yeah. My whole shtick is if you're gonna roll for it, then you gotta take it.
That's fair. No, I
Yeah.
was just wondering. So that's 4
Yeah.
plus 2 is 6, so it goes up by 6. So I think I'm at 101 actually. 6. No, is it 96?
Alright, I'm gonna teach you Shadow Magic 101, alright everybody? To open your books to just kidding, throw those books away. We're learning the cool way through puts on
No,
sunglasses.
I'm at 102. I'm at 102 now
Ah. Okay.
for my new Mac tel.
Fair enough.
No, wizard was 101.
No Wizard 101. It's Sorcerer 101. They don't use books.
Sorcerer 101, yeah.
They just do everything intuitively. We're learning the cool way, kids. So get out your flamethrowers and let's find out what happens when you light things on fire.
Ooh, this is my kind of school.
Hell yeah. All right,
yeah.
so let me just redo that because I feel bad about fucking up the name. So she says, "I'm sorry, Orion. I didn't mean to attack you, but he made me do it. I still feel him trying to make me hurt you again." There we go. And she's like caressing your face with her human hand.
At the mention of he's trying to make me do it again, Theo's going to rush over and cast protection from evil and good on her.
Okay, cool.
Aligning it for aberrations.
Okay. A moment passes and she...
That won't last forever, but you've got 10 minutes at least.
His voice is gone. Thank you.
I think at this
A
point,
brief respite.
Artemis
It's enough.
will...
Orion, you need to know this. I was lost for so long. I lost who I was for a time, and when I came back to the material, Oh. Did Discord do that thing where it disconnects you and then reconnects you?
Yes.
It's been doing that
but
to me lately too.
Only for like half a second.
Okay. Did you hear everything I said before that?
Yeah.
Maybe?
There was like,
Okay.
There was like a second of cutout, so just like rewind by
So
3
she
seconds
said-
and go from there.
So she said, when I came back to the material, I started to regain myself, but then he found me. I was wandering near Arclef, trying to find anything that I could get help for with this. She shows you her tentacly arms. Muted, but I'm fucking dying laughing right now because of the sound effect.
Sorry. I was supposed to say, I didn't want to interrupt, but it's like I'll have this heartfelt mode. It's like, oh god, there's a cloaker!
You call this resisting? I call it a difficulty tweak.
That's definitely a difficulty tweak.
Amazing.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh, man. Okay. But she says, yes, he found me and took me into this lab, experimented on me, made me his puppet. I don't know what he did, but he opened my head. It hurts all the time. Always I hear his voice, except for now that your friend has helped. He needs to be put down. I don't know where he's gone. He summoned me. Pulled me from one of his several layers. Ripped me through reality, through magic. I don't know how he did it. Whatever he did, I think it's related to whatever he put in my head.
I think partway through that, he just full interrupts her and just the biggest fucking hug.
Well, you feel her tentacly arms wrap around your back, as well as her human arm as she begins breaking down and crying.
It's God, you're alive. You're alive. You're really here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him and I'm gonna make him regret ever hurting my friends, ever hurting you. Need to get you to the temple. Apparently they can, it's slow, but they can purify what happened to us. I'm still me. I'm still here, and honestly, my magic has been helping, but he got to you. He did something to you, so we need to fix that.
Thank you, Ari. I don't know if the stream can hear her barking, but she's barking a lot. That totally threw me out of what I was about to say. I'm sorry.
Ari's
Hold on a
just
second.
showing their distaste for Marcus at this point.
I guess so, yeah. All right, this is a battle cry. She's ready. She wants to kill Marcus.
Make him regret it. And
Yeah.
Ari's just like, yeah, you go get him, bitch. Go get him. Fuck him up.
She says, I wish we had never gone into the fell. But I'm so happy you're alive. Orion? I got your name right that time. Yes.
Line? What's a line?
Orion. Oh, Orion. Walks on set. Other people talk at him in character. He's just sitting there. Line. Every single time. Gets paid the big bucks.
Indeed.
I think, let's see, it's been... I can try to look. I can try to look through your memories. I can try to see if I can find out what happened. Maybe get a better idea of how to reverse it. But I'm afraid, because anytime I've gotten close to information to Marcus, he can do something. He makes people change. Monsters. I don't want that to happen to you.
To be fair, right now she's protected.
Hold on. I can try something. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and use Greater Restoration. I've prepared it today to specifically try this. Then Artemis is going to attempt to use Greater Restoration on Angelica? Is that her name?
Yep, that's her name.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
To try and break curses and such.
Okay. Can you ping it real quick? Thank you.
Also, if it works, what's it look like?
All right, I will describe things here in just a moment. Okay, cool. All right. If my dog would stop fucking barking for 1 second so I can say this without getting distracted, that would be amazing. Let me just go put her down for a nap real quick. Hey, come here.
Can I be put down for a nap?
Yeah.
Put down.
Before that,
Also, I guess in this quick lull,
Guys, I misread the directions. I meant to put her down for a nap. I accidentally put her down. Just kidding.
Ah!
I can't believe this.
Just kidding.
I guess in this lull while dog is being put to
Okay.
nappies.
She's down for nappies now.
Hooray.
Hopefully
What
she
were you trying to
actually
say, Arsenal?
nappies.
Huh?
What were you trying to say?
No, I was gonna be like, who wants to take DM's chair while he's gone?
Okay.
Alright, so here is what happens as you cast your Greater Restoration upon her. And I assume you have enough diamond dust?
yeah.
Okay, go ahead and remove that 100 gold pieces. Well, not the gold pieces themselves, but the diamond dust
Yeah.
in your inventory. At least one of the 100 worth of it. Okay. You take some of this diamond dust in hand, and you spread it across your hands, and it begins to melt into this glowing silvery liquid, and you touch it upon her. Where exactly will you touch? She said it's in her head. Where exactly will you touch, though?
You mentioned it is in your head. Do you know where?
I'm not sure. I wasn't fully conscious. All I know is that something hurt real bad in my head when I woke up after he was done.
Was it closer to the front or to the back?
I'd say to the front.
Artemis is going to put it on her forehead.
Okay. Immediately, as you touch her forehead, the liquid that the diamond dust had turned into begins to spread across her forehead and gets absorbed into her skin. At first, nothing seems to change about her. But then, she jumps up with a start, falls to her knees, and you hear her groan. As what looks like an eye opens up in the center of her forehead, and it pops out and lands to the ground with a squishy noise. Not only that, but the tentacles that have grown out of her, where her arm used to be, begin to wither away and disappear. Her arm doesn't grow back, but you know you'd need a regeneration spell for that one.
Not pulling a Marcus again. I'd like to fucking yoink the eyeball and immediately cast lightning lure in my hand.
Eat it. No, I'm just kidding.
What tasty
Alright.
grapes?
Excuse me. Do
Unfortunately,
you have any
regenerate would be
Shabriri
seventh
grapes?
level spell. I don't have that.
A Shabriri grape. Shit. But the eye socket that had appeared as this came out closes up, and it's as if it was never there. She is on the ground, panting heavily. Whatever you did. She looks at her stump. I feel much better. Thank you.
I'm just glad it worked.
It really hurt, though. Oh. Gods. Yeah, that was fucked up.
I think I crispify that eyeball, and then a little overwhelmed with information, not sure who to hug first. I just pull both of them into a big fucking almost too tight of a bear hug of just thank you.
Oh. Yes, of course. I had planned to do this ever since we got her back here. I just had to wait until the morning to prepare it.
Yo, real quick. You guys good to keep going for a little longer?
I'm good. Yeah.
I am if everyone else is.
I'm good, yeah.
I heard you say King. Is that a good or a bad
This flu's really kicking
You pretty
my
tired?
ass.
You good to go for another half hour, or maybe do you wanna end it here?
For a half hour, yeah.
Okay. Because then we can at least get the travel started.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the road again.
Or actually, if we
Yeah.
end it here, maybe we can get a Sentinel into the next session, so it doesn't have to take a few days.
Yeah.
That
you
might
know
actually be a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not on the road again.
Not on the road again yet. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because then we can wait for Sentinel. All right. So, with Orion / Shade's lover restored to at least most of her humanity, she still has the shadow corruption that you have, Shade. Very much more similar to you now, rather than a mutated monster at this point. And the events that happened in the Shadowfell that I'm sure Shade will never forget. We will go ahead and leave off there. Yippee!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yippee!
You survived the Shadowfell. Good job.
Again.
Ah, yeah!
Really?
You're doing that a lot
Why?
lately.
Why do they keep? Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
What if it happens a third time?
Ah, I'm back at the fucking building.
All right, I know it was a very shade-heavy session, but hey, you know that's how it goes sometimes. When certain characters do certain things, they get a lot more time. So next session will be very, very party-oriented, so everybody gets more time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this session. What did you...
I'm scared about what Sentinel's gonna look like after this. Like,
Are
it's
you?
just gonna be a giant fucking robot that's gonna be in our party going forward? How's this gonna work?
Sentinel, but
Yeah.
bigger. It's like he dumped a
Bigger.
protein powder. No, a protein shake. Sorry. It's like he poured a protein shake down his gullet and immediately swelled up with muscle or something, but it's made of metal.
Bro, you look
Bro,
cute.
he steps out of the lab. Right?
Thanks.
And then as the robot, Mr. Krabs.
But I'm
comes
actually
and
large.
starts playing, "Do, do, 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 do."
Is it just? I'm imagining like the Steve Rogers whenever it opens up and he's fucking jacked, but
Yeah.
instead of a jacked man, it's just a bigger robot.
Yeah.
It's a jacked robot.
Yeah, hey, so, you know, it's not actually me being bigger. It's actually I stepped into a mech. It's just integrated into me like armor, yeah.
It's a
Mobile
Hulk
suit
Buster.
Gundam.
Imagine.
I mean, it is his Hulk Buster basically. Just
Basically,
armor with
yeah.
armor.
No. You'll find out what it does exactly next week as we return with episode 17. Yeah. And we're gonna look for somebody to raid now. Let's go ahead and raid. Looks like Cybo is playing a game. We'll raid Cybo. Why not? Cybo. We're gonna raid my VTuber sibling Cybonic. Go and give him some love. He's playing Satisfactory with some folks right now. It looks like Lobo's playing with him.
Satisfaction.
Satisfactory. Oh, also Plum is playing with him, it looks like. Okay. See you guys next time. We'll also see you tomorrow for the Kingdoms in the Sky campaign, if you make it there. Yeah, much appreciated. Yep. Otherwise, see you next week for more Mirror of Summoning. I'm also starting my vacation, so I'll be streaming a little more often, and I'm probably going to open up some more DM, well, maybe one more DM'd game. I was thinking Pathfinder First Edition for an upcoming game, so if anybody's interested in that, hit me up. I'll be posting my my start playing listing for it here soon once everything's ready. So, yeah, keep your eye on that. All right. See ya, everybody, and bye-bye.
Night, everyone.
Rocks fall.
No, not the rocks! You know what? I'm gonna use that for my raid message. Rocks fall raid.
Rocks fall. Right?
Oh, I almost forgot about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, today's just
I
the
just
night of
remembered
the
it now.
raids. Hello, Vaz. Well, thank you for the raid. How are
So
you doing?
I knew
What were
Angelica
you
was part of
doing?
like the possible
Fucking
NPCs
go!
that could be pulled out,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, full. Oh, hi Rex. full on
Hi.
Vaz's choice, whatever. Didn't know when she'd be pulled up.
That's right.
Didn't know that she'd be pulled up so
Well,
early. So now that she is back and alive and healthy and good and back on our side, full stop. If she had never like returned or come back around, kind of
Oh no.
kind of interested in Artemis's sister.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Oh no, don't tell me I'm gonna go for a death.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's a backup character for Artemis, so.
Yeah,
So you know,
she's Artemis' backup character.
Damn. Well, still, I was like,
Dexterity saving throw.
that lightning magic kind of
Yeah, it's Vazric
was
just
doing
read it.
something.